Welcome to Live, Let Thrive, a podcast about the Airbnb life, the share economy, and everything in between.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Myka. Just a solo app real quick. I'm just dropping this real quick to touch on everything that's been going on with the coronavirus, how it's affecting businesses, especially the Airbnb short-term rental business, and just kind of give y'all an update of what I'm doing, where I've lost money, where I've gained, and everything else. So I'm gonna just hop right to it. So really right now with the whole coronavirus, I keep seeing people posting saying they're losing money, saying there's pretty much they're losing money, losing thousands of dollars. What should they do? So I'm gonna tell you right now, it's business. This is what we got into it for. It's pure business. This is what it is. You have ups, you have downs. So at this time, what you should be doing is taking the time to learn. Instead of, I hear a lot of people asking, well, if you're in this area and the stuff's going down, what do you do? I'm like, okay, yeah, you can lower your prices. Cool. But what important question I've seen nobody asking and what I'm figuring out is, where are the markets that aren't affected by this? Where are people going right now that with the whole coronavirus pandemic going on, where are they going? And I know where they are. I've been studying it where they are. I know one of my markets are booming. I know others I've lost. So for example, when they canceled South by Southwest, that kind of screwed me. My listings in Austin took a hit, major hit. Talking in South by Southwest in March is already booked. Man, it was available. Then they canceled it. Everything came back. People canceled. It was terrible. But of course, that was my timeshare, so I got lucky, so I didn't really lose money. So what I want to tell people is study the markets that people are going to right now, because this is perfect time to do it. So one market, like, okay, the places that people are really going right now, especially in America, are places that are driven to and not flown to, and places without international airports. Those are going to be places like Arkansas, Mississippi's, Alabama's, and then of course up in like like once you start getting towards like not Minnesota, but like North Dakotas, but there's nobody lives there, the Dakotas. But those are areas that one area is Arkansas that I'm booming in. I'm booked for the whole month. But it's because people that are driving there, there's no international travel. So most of them are local area people from Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri. Those are most of the guests. And I also target those guests through Facebook ads. And if y'all go back to our episode with Eric J. Pierce, I talk about it all the time. So that's what I tell people. At this time, take the time to learn where people are going in this type of crisis. Also, take the time to figure out if you're really taking a huge hit and your only source of advertising or income is Airbnb, TripAdvisor, Homeaway, we got to fix that. That means you're really an Airbnb host or a TripAdvisor host. We have to start getting to a point where you're doing direct bookings and you control the cancellation policy, because that's the biggest thing right now. People are saying, well, Airbnb, of course, they have their extenuating circumstances, which most of the time I kind of agree with. If somebody can't fly or their flight got canceled because of the coronavirus, whatever happens, I know they canceled flights to like Dubai or whatever, but yeah, those are extenuating circumstances. But it's some people just like, hey, I don't want to come no more because of the coronavirus. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to kind of take them to your own hands, but you don't have that power if you're an Airbnb host. You got to go and you got to have the power to do that. You got to go direct booking. So this is a lot of what I'm talking about. Like people, instead of panicking, don't ever panic. This is what an entrepreneur does. You can't panic. You got to learn. You got to be like, okay, people are going here. I'm losing money because Airbnb's taking all my money and canceling. Well, direct bookings. You gotta take those steps, and that's pretty much what I'm saying here. So in this downtime, what I'm gonna tell you what I've been doing, not only studying markets, and I noticed the stock market is starting to take a hit. I don't think it affected real estate, but short-term rentals have taken a hit. But I am loading up on capital. I would say that I'm loading up on capital. Some people may be like, yeah, it's a bad idea, but if something happens to the real estate market or anything, I'll be ready. And I'm also right now, I'm looking to buy 2 multifamilies. One, I'm looking at a 4-plex and up to buy. I'm going to actually move into it. I'm looking at a 4-plex, and I'm also looking at another multifamily that's 6 units or up. And the reason I'm trying to do that, I have a little deal that I'm doing with a couple of investors where I think I talked about it on the last podcast, where I'm pretty much going to be owning and arbitraging at the same time. So, and I'll talk on it a little bit. So pretty much let's say we have a 12 unit apartment complex. Everyone would put their down payment in. Let's just say four of us put our down payment in. You then split up each get what, 12 divided by 4, you each get 3 units. You split them up and you lease 3 units to everyone's personal LLC. And then you can start Airbnb the units right then and there. So you're arbitraging your own unit. And then when you pay the rent, your rent goes back into your pocket, pretty much back into your equity. And then that satisfies the banks. After the banks are satisfied, you're making your money that you put down through the Airbnb rentals. And you refinance in a year or year and a half and everyone pulls their money, gets all their money out. And then you go do it again to another apartment complex. And now you still got a cash flowing property. So that's one of the things I'm looking at doing. I want y'all to share with me, what are y'all doing during this down market? How are y'all controlling the cancellation policies? Tell me some markets y'all are looking at, because I'm telling you, I'm looking at markets like Arkansas, Missouri's, the ones that are considered less traveled to, if you will. Check out those markets. Those markets are killing it right now. I'm killing it. I actually need to open up another one in one of those markets because they're killing it. Don't let this thing freak you out. I'm telling you, in about, that's March 11th, about 3-4 months, this thing will be gone. But it's just, you take these small bumps in the road, you just use them as learning lessons. That's all it is. Use it as a learning lesson. Keep on thriving, man. I just wanted to give y'all a quick update of what I'm doing. Tell me what y'all are doing. Don't freak out. Keep it up. And y'all will see y'all next week. I'll be live with Steve and Jasper. Y'all remember to check us out. LLT out. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Live, Let, Thrive. Be sure to tune in next week for all the latest in the world of Airbnb and all that entails. Bye-bye.